I stream. Oh, it pops up the YouTube chat on the software.
Yeah, that's what mine does too.
Oh, that's legit. So then, okay, cool. So if I go to multi-stream, then okay,
I
cool.
wonder if it'll
So if I go to
aggregate the streams.
multi-stream, oh, okay. So we're streaming on both right now. That's dope.
Yeah, it's showing it on Twitch too.
Okay. Is YouTube working? Are people in the chat? Let me see. I might have to go to the YouTube.
Yeah, I'll go to the YouTube.
Connecting, streaming.
Yeah, it's working.
Okay. It says on YouTube that it's still connecting to the streaming software. Do you see it? Oh, okay. Oh, I can see the chat right here. Paul Chapman, hiya Brad and C130, Eduardo Sanchez, yo, Frito, what up? What up, guys?
What's up?
Might have to bear with us here for this stream. We're trying to get like a little multi-stream going. Just seeing if this works. Okay, so maybe I just can't see it on the YouTube. Okay, there it is. I see it right here. Paul Chapman, hiya Brad and C130, Eduardo Sanchez, yo. Okay, so I do have
you
it.
just need to post it in the Discord now.
Okay. Okay, dope. We're chilling. We are chilling. The Discordio. El Discordito, bro, you know?
Looks like we closed off those singles, huh?
Them single prints. Cross streaming about blockchain ? Nah, all stars. We're streaming on Twitch as well, just for people that are there that are just looking for crypto content, you know.
So today we'll do like a little stream that has like a a little bit of everything. We'll do like a Sunday update recap. We got some announcements coming out, and then we will just kind of talk about whatever. Or if you guys want to look at some stocks, like a bust open think or swim, and we can look at some stocks. We can do a little bit of everything.
There's always room for everything. Chilling, chilling, chilling. What can you do besides just relax and make money, you know? Besides stress out about losing it sometimes.
When we hit, such nice moves today that...
Oh, no, for real.
You're not even stressing. No stress.
This man said no heat. Day. No heat on these trades.
Right.
Evening, guys. How are you gentlemen doing? Hope you guys can, find your happy medium and just relax, enjoy the content. Think about hitting that like button, guys. Think about it. It'll only help out everyone else. That's what it's about. It's about helping. It's about giving.
Yeah, let's bang that like button, everybody.
So much to say about providing quality content. You guys are still hanging around Sunday. I got Monday already. Yeah, dude. I mean, it's the U.S., man. Things go slow. Long and short says I got long at 353. Nice. Good stuff, bro.
Yeah, great trade.
Rob E says, oh, go ahead, Brett. Sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just saying, Robbie said hit the likes, get these guys to the top. That's like the kind of attitude that really just keeps us going right there.
Yeah, definitely. I appreciate that, you guys. That's what we're all, we're all just trying to get the information out there. And we're streaming on YouTube and Twitch because some people in the chat earlier said that they prefer the Twitch, so maybe it just works better on their computer, or if they're watching on their phone, it might just work cleaner. So we can just multi-stream to both, and that way, whatever you want to log on to, you guys can log on to. So, like I said, we're here for you guys.
We are chilling.
Graham, what's up? Rob, Paul, All Stars, Long and Short, Mr. Cotto, Dyer, Mac, Cam, Anthony, Rodatis, Mad Cats, Aaron, Cesar, Frito, Eduardo, Paul. What's up, everybody? How'd everybody like the trade today? Who got in on some of that action? I know Midnight was streaming on Twitch today too. I was talking to him a little bit about his little uh panic moment. Uh he said he almost peed his pants. Yo, MM, what's up? Larsic, what's up? MD Luffy, 708. Making coffee? Oh no, it's late for me. I gotta go to bed at some point. XRP? You shorted XRP, Rob? Let's take a peek at it. XRP. I like this one better actually. Um, where'd you get short at, Rob? Yeah, Alex, we double stream just because, it's easier. Some people said they like Twitch better. It's easier for them. So best way to go. MD said he rode the wave from, or he or she rode the wave from 35.5. Good stuff, man. Good ride. Midnight stream was lit today. Yeah. Yeah, I hope he didn't feel too self-conscious. I know his accent's pretty thick and he was feeling kind of self-conscious about it, but he was pretty easy to understand. Like, sometimes he just starts speaking in French, but you know, he was good. It was funny. 96.78, he says. 96.78. Oh, so you shorted right up here. So it's looking pretty good for you. Um, so you want to see it if it breaks this 96 flat, right? Close these close this big buying tail right here. It looks like a pretty even auction down here, honestly. Um, selling in, buying down here. If the biggest indication for XRP is going to be, just Bitcoin. If Bitcoin starts to run up, if Bitcoin starts to run down, then that's kind of going to be your signal. Right here, this low, you should see a nice little stop run. Um, a lot of people long, my pen at? Yeah, a lot of people long like right here. So if it comes right here and you start to get through this, you should see a lot of these buyers closing out. They probably have taken profit over here, but they probably close out their last little runner for a flat, and then you should get, and look at this, there's a gap right here, gap in price. So looks like price kind of jumped with something so small too. I mean, I don't want to see XRP go down, but stuff goes down. So
It's a natural way of life.
exactly. Yep.
You have Mad Cat saying, had a golden entry with Midnight too, but my stop order wasn't picked up. So that was the sucky part.
You mean on like your take profit? Made a good run up to 36. Mac, nice.
Gotta always double check those things, man. That sucks, Mad Cats.
Yeah, ETH was good today too. And ETH actually, if we take a look at ETH, um, the third one. Yeah. So if we take a peek at ETH, guys, ETH was actually leading Bitcoin again today. So if you look, ETH had this fake breakdown, right? It didn't come down to the lows, kind of like how we were talking about yesterday, right? It never came down to these lows of the previous night. Um, still setting in these higher lows, right? And then today, ETH started to break out before Bitcoin. Had this huge long wick, and then another huge long wick. This was the Asia Open. Asia was just trying to control the position to the downside. But so one thing I wanted to talk to you guys about too, especially gives you a um, key information when you're looking for these entries, right? So if we're whoa, what the fuck? If we're looking at Bitcoin, right? And we get the open here, right? This is the Asia Open. Asia comes down, right? Let's look at this. So look at all these sellers, right? From 35,740 just have negative delta all the way to the bottom of the bar. So pretty much right here, just all the way to the bottom, but it doesn't get down to the low of H, right? That's a sure sign right there, that's your ticket to success right there. When you see a bunch of negative delta at the bottom of one of these bars and it's not breaking some stops, so you're basically saying that there's a ton of supply, people are selling, people are selling, people are selling, and then it just can't go down. That's a sign, and I even like kind of drew it for you, right? This is your motorcycle handles right here. So you just, buckle up and jump on the ride. I can't really draw on this thing, so I'm not gonna keep going, but that first one just happened to work out as like little motorcycle handles. I do love me a motorcycle, so
Like a black
um
hole.
no, I have a Softail Slim Harley.
Mm. You really have a bike?
Yeah, yeah, I have a
Oh, I
Harley
never
Davidson.
knew. I never knew you had a bike, bro. That's dope.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Is it iffy
yeah.
at first, like riding a bike and stuff, or do you kind of just get used to it as you go?
Um, nah, I was good. I mean, my
Nice,
bike is heavy. It weighs like, like 900 pounds. So it's
nice.
different for some people because a lot of people ride like like the crotch rockets or like the
Yeah.
street bikes. And I
Mm,
used to ride a little street bike, but as you get older, you gotta stop doing the wheelies and start just riding.
I feel that. Yeah, I was looking into getting one, but I didn't. Like people are always like, "Oh, it's so dangerous." I'm just like, everything in life is dangerous. Just gotta know how to manage risk.
The biggest thing with the bike is people is not you, it's the other people on the road don't know how to ride or don't know how to drive, and so they like won't see you and they'll just run you over.
Exactly, especially over here, dude, in Washington.
Oh yeah.
We have Rob E. Thank you, sir. No problem, Rob. Anything we can do to help. Mad Cats. It was a stop by order, and the spread was too thin. I think.
Mm, yeah. That's the thing sometimes about BTC is that there's so much price jumping, especially today. We saw a lot of what it looked like to me, and the reason we took that long off the open um or off the morning open today, which was this move here that we caught, was because we saw this push down, right? And it looked to me like someone was just closing a short position, and then we saw another try at a push down and it just didn't work, and then they brought it back up. Um, so it just looked like they just closed a short out. They're finally taking all their profit because if you think about it, guys, if we zoom out here, let's look at this chart. We're these people are short from up here. Institutional money is short from up here. They shorted here, they shorted again here, and now we're down here, and they see us bouncing up, back into this area, and so they've got to get out of this. They've got to get out of this for as much profit as they can, right? So now they're going to try to push the market down a little bit to bully the market back down into this area to sell some more is what I imagine they can do. But the thing is, you wonder because somebody was soaking all this up, right? So if we look in here, where we took the trade from this morning, we saw the same thing, right? So we have, you know, negative delta pretty much all at the bottom of this bar, right? Well, this is just total for the session, but you have negative delta all the way at the bottom, which happened to be the bottom of this G, right? Let me see if I can make this look better because it's ugly. I just don't like how it doesn't stick to the right side. It's kind of annoying. Anyways,
That is pretty annoying.
yeah, so that's why I hate Excel charts. But you see how we have this negative delta right here, right? Which is the bottom of this G bar. And price doesn't go down to the bottom of E, right? So if you have all this selling, look at 11 million selling. And so the reason the delta is negative is because it's traded on the bid. That's all that means. It doesn't mean anything like that this guy's opening up a new short position. It just means that it's traded on the bid. That's all it means. And so uh, positive delta gets traded on the ask because that shows aggressive buying, and negative delta is aggressive selling. So it's delta or sales that occur on the bid, right? And so we have all this negative delta. We can't move price down, and so this is when we were talking about earlier because we had this huge flush We had another huge flush, but price started rebounding. And if you were in the chat with us this morning, we took a nice little long trade, and we caught a nice little uh, move to the upside. Then we consolidated pretty much all day, pulled back, um, and then we caught another nice little long trade right here with the same idea. Right? Look at all this negative delta here. And so this was like the first entry that we talked about in the trade room. I was out at the pool with the kids, and so I was just kind of looking at this on my phone. But I think it was Chappie's. I don't know if Chappie's is in the chat. I took a screenshot of it, having him in there. Let's see here. Because him and I were the ones talking about it. But so we were just talking about it in the chat. It's kind of hard sometimes to be over there jumping back and forth, posting it. Oh no, it was Otto. That's who it was. It was Otto. And him and I were talking about it. Um,
What chart is
um,
that?
this is EXO charts, Graham. I haven't changed the template. I think it was Chappie's actually made this template. He posted it in the templates thing, and then I just took it and changed the colors to it because I like these colors. But I liked his layout, so that's what it's all about. We're all in here to share. And like I said, I don't trade on Exo charts. I use NinjaTrader, so mine looks more similar to Midnight's setup, but this setup will is something that like easily accessible for you guys without having to buy a license and set up a different broker and all that stuff. But you see this G, we got all this negative delta at the bottom, and we don't go down any farther. And then the same thing happens again. So that was the same thing that happened earlier in the day that I was talking about. And then the same thing happens again in this A period. We have all this negative delta, but we can't even break this H. We broke the I, and you can see that, they tried to turn it on, but it looked like they were just running out of steam. People supply was just running out, and we bounced pretty hard. And this was just a little bear trap, right, to trap a bunch of people. And um, like I said, you had plenty of chances to get in. So you could have got in down here when I originally talked about it. This was from the original trade plan. This break of 36 um, was from the original trade plan. So to buy the 36 as it breaks or before, and it broke up and then broke up. And you had another chance right here that I posted in there as well that says if we break the 34 or 36 450, we're gonna have a nice pop up. And as soon as we broke it, we just popped right up to the previous area, and then now we're pulling back to the point of control and the VWAP. Chappies, there's Chappies right there. Let's see. Alex said, I still do not get what is the decision factor to go long or short watching the EXO. Could you explain in more detail? Um, so for me, Alex, right, I'm just basing it off of what's happening, right? So if we go to so I actually made, because like you guys know, the trade that we made this morning, I was actually looking on my phone mostly because I was out getting donuts. Um, and so the reason, that I liked the long this morning was just because you had sellers come in and nobody, like, we didn't push down any farther, right? We've had this line right here, this 35446. We've had this line, for a couple of days now, and we came right down to it and didn't push past it. We couldn't get down to these stops right here. We couldn't even get past these stops here. So, that's where I like the bounce. Alex, I know that I think it was you in the Discord, you didn't really like the profit factor from this trade over here because I had the buy of the 36,000 and the first target was like 36.1 something. But that's just to take some off just in case it reverses right away. Just to try to cover your fees right away as soon as you get in the trade. Try to cover your fees. That way the trade becomes free. You know what I mean? Dio, nice to be on here with the right name. Enjoyed the morning's trade. Best trade of the week. Heck yeah, chappies. Yeah, that was a nice trade we made this morning. Really good.
That was a
Um,
killer trade, man.
and then then our second target was, this top right here, which was the 36 4, it's like 460 or something. Um, so the target was a 500 point trade, right? Uh, Auto and a lot of the people I think in the chat got in down here. I was making dinner, so I really didn't get a chance to jump in this trade, but um, either, I mean, you had three chances to get in this trade to catch about, at least 500 points. Oh, your Discord name is Mink, a beginner learning how to trade. Okay. Yeah, there's another Alex in there. But yeah, so Alex, the thing that we're looking for is these levels, right? And so kind of like I talked about, um, if you're looking, Alex, do you have exocharts or are you only on TradingView? That way I can just like show you. This 1,000 point move isn't that trade. This 1,000 point move isn't that trade. I'm not sure what that means. Yeah, there is a few Alexes. I'm gonna have to start labeling you guys. I'm just kidding. Um, okay, so you're only in TradingView. So perfect. So if you can add these volume profiles to your chart. So another thing that can help you, right? So you have this high volume node right here. We have this high volume node right here, high volume node right here, right? And so typically when price gets out of volume or out of the area of support, what's going to happen is it's going to either push fast to another high volume node or it's going to fail, right? We don't really have a lot of high volume down here if you look from the previous day's session. And so what happened was with this bar is it looked down below, came right down to the low of this bar, couldn't take these stops right here. There's a high volume node right here, and it said no thank you. Came right back up, and that's where we were looking at because I was saying if we could hold this level right here, then it was a good buy spot, right? And this ended up being 35.4 to 36.8, so over, a pretty long trade. Some of the people in the Discord, they were in there the whole time. It was nice. One of the dudes was in here at 35.2. I forget who that is. If you're in the chat, shout yourself out. That was a fucking steal.
Let that baby
Um,
rip.
yeah, the first one was only about I think the first trade was like a couple hundred, yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of good trades. I've seen a lot of people super active in the Discord talking about it. Guys, check out the Instagram if you haven't checked it out already. It's the link is in the chat. You can check out the chat. I am pasting it on there. It's a good page. We're gonna start posting a lot more stuff on there, a lot more content. That way you guys can get like quick snippets, quick bites. Maybe we'll start posting some trade alerts there, just so that way you guys can just be scrolling. You see it, boom. And then you gotta run from. You gotta stop doing your daily run, and you gotta run to the computer, and you gotta smash that freaking long button, or that short button. Gotta get in. My phone's going off. You hear that?
Yeah, sounds like Taco Bell.
Yeah, it says I like your cut, G. Who's texting me? I was Jay.
Yeah, so the first trade was about 600 points. Still a pretty decent move, I mean, you can make some decent money on a 600 point move for sure. You should be able to.
Some bread. Great trade, Brad. Made up for that first stop we had in no time. Wish I had let it run longer, but I am risk averse. Says Matt
Yeah,
Katz.
so this morning, Mad Cats, yeah. So I got stopped out on the first trade too, because we got in originally like right here. So there was like a nice little stop run, and it paused, and you saw a big absorption come in, and then what happened was buyers were just soaking it up, and then they let it come down more so they could fill their real position. And they filled that real position. As soon as they did, we just ripped. Um, I was like getting donuts. I was sending pictures to the chat of donuts, and everyone's like, "Bro, it's a ripper." With fucking Freddy Krueger and stuff. So
Get that Beyblade. Let it rip. You know what I'm saying?
what EV stocks are worth investing in other than Tesla? Um, so EV stocks. I don't know, man. That's such a tough way to play. And I'm actually eyeing some Tesla puts this week, if I'm being honest with you guys. Might try to do a spread just to protect myself a little bit, but you know, that's That's a good spot. Alex said, figured out the best time for me to trade whenever I get super sleepy and want to take a nap. It's a sure sign y'all are making a call. That's like Grumpy too. Grumpy said whenever he's working, I mean Grumpy works like 16 hours a day. He's a lineman out there on the East Coast, and whenever he's whenever he's working, he we get a nice little move in Bitcoin. So nice nice for him for that signal.
Zamir Hernandez is asking, how do you identify those levels 35445 and 36488 in TradingView?
So for this level right here, we labeled it a while back. You can see I have the circle here. Because this is where our single prints were at. And we came down, and so this is where I was labeling our single prints that we haven't really came back down to until we came here. And you can see every time we come down to this level, we normally come right back through it. And same thing right here. And so for me, this is just the level that I've had, and it's kind of like it breaks down, test, breaks through, breaks straight down, test, and so it's kind of like a level of interest that, Bitcoin has kind of had for a while now. And that's just like an area that I've been watching. And then the top level was just labeled as my target on the trade today. So I was just labeling the top of the move. That's where I was trying to get paid right before that top, just in case we don't run those stops. Does that make sense? What is London up to? Let's see. I don't think, is London open yet? I think London doesn't open until, I think they don't open until like, I think it's like 2 a.m. my time. Not for a while.
Guys, another thing about the Instagram, I'll post it on there again. If you guys go ahead and follow that page, make sure you look at the instructions on the first post. There was our first post. We're giving away a class session of 20 people with Bitcoin Brad, right? That you guys will be able to ask any questions you want, and it costs nothing. It's going to be personalized and tailored to you guys whenever we're doing it. So that way you guys can get the most out of it and be able to fully maximize your knowledge on the market without having to literally pay a dime. All you have to do is go on the Instagram link that I'm posting on there, read the first post, which should be the only post on there, and check it out. That's all you have to do. Check it out. It doesn't cost you anything. It just helps us reach other people that could use this information. And in return, we want to give you guys a lot of info directly for those that took the effort to go ahead and to spread that link. So check it out, guys. We want to find as many people as we can.
Yeah, and then the whole point of that is trying to get to that spot so that way we can have that, because the class is going to be live on Zoom, right? So what we'll do is I'll teach, you guys will be able to type questions in the chat, and then at the end, I'm going to open up the mics. That way, any issues that you guys are having that are hard to relay through text, we can kind of talk it out and go over everything. There's no time limit on that class. This way we'll be able to get everything in. Is it 2 hours and 30 minutes? It's 12, so it's 12. Yeah. Hang on. I saw a question up here. It says, Kristen, how can you tell you had a high volume node there? What shows that? What spot are you talking about? 34 to 32K. We'll get back to some point in time. So something interesting, guys, if you guys want to take a look at this, right? So someone was posting today about a huge short position that's been taken out against Bitcoin, which I've talked about before, about how, the reason that it went up so exponentially was because of a huge short position. So let me switch to the daily chart so we can get a better view of this. Let me turn off. I have the view up off. All right. Let me turn off all this shit because we don't need them. All right. So if we look at the daily chart, right, and 32 is right here. If we break this 32, this is where sellers are going to try to push it down, right? If someone's short, this is where they want to push it down to, because this is where they want to break. And if they're able to break this 32, the next level is going to be this 28 level. Like 28, 29 level, like right here, right? And if it breaks that, the next level is going to be like this 23 levels. And this is what sellers are going to try to do. I'm not saying that it's going to go down that low, but when we get around this 32 level, if we get back down there, that's going to be the time where, if you are still trying to put in longs down there, unless they're quick moves, You got to be careful, right? And then as you can see, so we've had higher low, higher low, higher low, lower low, lower low, and these kind of like, intermediate lower highs. We had a real lower high here, intermediate lower high here. We're kind of like just fading off into the dust right here. It'd be nice to see a little push and see where, the big sell position's at, because I'm sure it's up here somewhere. Um, to see if, if they really want to push these 40,000s and break some of these tops. But, we just kind of have to wait for that. But that's something you definitely want to keep your eye on, is if these sellers are able to push it down to that 32 level, you got to be really careful down there. What's your take on crypto cap chart total in TradingView? What's the ticker? I haven't looked at it. It just shows all the cryptos.
Yeah, it
3
shows
hours.
everything. I don't remember what the ticker was for it though. Let me see.
It's probably good to track. So, yeah, Cax, this is live. Yeah, we're live. Um, it's probably good to track. We track the market internals when we trade futures and stuff. When you trade stocks, you want to track the indexes. So,
I put it on the
that's a
Discord,
good
bro.
thing. That's a good thing to track. Oh, it just pops up. Access denied.
The heck?
What can you do?
Oh, that's the same thing for. I just copied it. Here. I have it right here. Here, just I'm gonna
Yeah,
send
no
it.
problem, no problem, Cax, no problem.
I'm gonna send it again, but you just gotta click on full feature chart.
Could you guys see how many traders got trapped shorting? Um, yeah, we did. So that's what we were talking about here, is there was all these people trapped short down here in the low of A. And then also, there was a bunch of people trapped short down here in the low of G as well. What's up, Clipper? You said total? Total. Totally pointless. Rapide.
Totally pointless. I put it on the.
There it is.
I put it
I
on
got
the,
it.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, so it looks similar to the chart. It would just be, it would just be good to pay attention to this chart, like if you have it on the side, so you could go like oops. If you add it, you can add an indicator. Oops. So you can add the indicator to your chart and kind of see what it's doing. It looks fairly similar. It just gives you like a correlation factor as far as, where it's going, if it's making higher highs and lower highs or higher lows and all that stuff. Not something I'm particularly watching though. Not very closely. But it is a good idea. I didn't know about it, so I might add it. Start taking a peek at it like every morning and throughout the day. Total 2 is the ultimate. Okay. What do trading sessions open around the world, London, Asia? I sent out a link in the Discord, SR. If you are in the Discord, um I'll try to pin it. Let me see. I could pull it up right here. Let's see. Oh, that's not the one that I like. This is the one. This is the one.
The one and only.
Oh, nice. Learn something new. Yeah, that's what it's all about, man. That's what we're all about here, is just trying to help you guys make some money, right? Help you guys learn something and make some money to be able to, trade for a living. That's what I'm here trying to help you guys do.
Just to be able to make ends meet, guys, with doing what you love doing. I mean, shoot, that's kind of where I want to be at, bro. Like at the end of the day, right? No matter what's said and done, it's like you just make your money from trading. And that's it. That's what matters.
Yep. So he says, Clipper says, or no, who said it? Timmy said, my POC on VPSV on TradingView is showing 36.7. Could my settings be different than yours? Yeah, they could be, I guess. The VSPV total. Are
I'll
you
be
using the
right back.
VSPV total? Oh, okay, it updated. Nice. Do I ever trade off divergences? Yes, I like divergences. I like divergences when it comes to cumulative delta because it tracks the price. Um, and like we had a divergence here. So if I blow this up, we had a little divergence here, as we can see. Let me get my liner tool. So we made a lower low here. Oh, I gotta click it again. Stupid trading view. And kind of made a little higher low here, right? So that's a bullish divergence. So, and I notice these things as we're trading. I have another bullish divergence, back here, right? We have a lower low and a higher low, right? That's a bullish divergence. And so I mean, I'm not really calling them out because they don't always play out, but that is a bullish divergence. I like bullish divergences on the 30-minute chart, of course. That's the only chart that I'm really trading, especially with Bitcoin. But that's those are things that I definitely pay attention to just to see.
Brad, you have Zamir asking the golden question. How do you know where the stops are?
Zamir, are you in the Discord, my friend? If you're in the
I'm
Discord,
gonna post a link on there for you.
when you get in the Discord, you have to take your red pill, right? I pass them out on upon entry, and then once you take them, I lead you down the rabbit hole, and you'll start knowing where all the stops are at. But more realistically, right? So if we look at the matrix, all the stops. So you've got people that are short during this period, right? Their stops are right here, right? People that are short in this period, stops are right here. People that are short here, their stops are right here. People that are short in E, stops are right here. People that are short in D, stops are right here, right? And the same thing, people that are buying this up and buying from here, that's where their stops are at. Their stops are at the low of the bar. Most people don't risk a lot of money. Um, Why, when you zoom in and out with a POC, the current session changes when you move to the left, your POC went down. Are you talking about the one on the right, Timmy? I think he is. So you're talking about here. So like this. So because I have this on screen volume. So anything that's showing on my screen, that's what this shows. Yeah, Zamir. So if you're in the Discord, just start watching the videos and then start just following along. Maybe we'll catch a nice little stop run on stream. We've been getting pretty lucky. We've been able to catch some stop runs on stream and getting some trades on stream and stuff. So it's been pretty nice.
Been getting some rippers.
Yeah, some we're like stop hunters in here. It's like a Van Helsing is for vampires, but we're like stoppers.
Just snag them, bro. They just can't hide. The stops just try to hide. They can't. They can't. They haven't been able to get away with it.
On trading view, the red POC moves. Oh, I see that. That's interesting. I didn't notice that.
What happened?
So if I go like this, right, this POC moves up.
So
I
it's based
wonder.
off of.
I wonder why that is.
I think it
Yeah,
accumulates the data maybe of what you're seeing.
but it shouldn't because it's supposed to be based on that day.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. That's why that's why I'm not using TradingView. TradingView is just so basic, right? It doesn't have a lot of options. Hopefully soon that we'll finish that indicator and we can get, this looking like the matrix and you won't even need these volume profiles because you just won't. You'll have time on your side.
Once you take the red pill and you see everything, guys, it makes it a lot easier. You know why? Because it's not like you can't unsee it. It's your entire life will change from there.
getting spammed with messages on Discord for this thing I won. Free Bitcoin. Should I take it, guys?
Oh heck no.
No? Oh, I wonder
Heck.
if could be a scam.
Do you know people like there's like some actual dudes that lost like hella money on the shit like that? It's like
Yeah,
how do y'all
there's a lot of people that lost money on like those altcoins that
initial coin
they put out
offerings?
that thing. Yeah, and they bought it for like 0.00001 and take it to 1 cent. And the
Yeet.
people that didn't sell because they think it's gonna go to 10 cents, it'll be all
Yeet.
fucked. Said, oh
Yep.
my God, wait to see MT4. Is that what you're trading on, Jay? MT4? So if you guys want to see something that I did today, um, let's see if it loads up. This is what I sent TradingView an email about this to see if they, you never know, man, just take free Bitcoin. I should, honestly. It's free.
They gonna get
Wow,
your free
wow.
Bitcoin.
Good luck.
Nah, they gonna say yeah, good luck for me. Those scammers are wild, man. I did not know
Oh,
there's like a whole ring, dude. Like I saw a video, there's like a whole ring for like scammers. Like these dudes hire people out in the US and like get them to like send money in packages and shit, some crazy stuff.
oh yeah, I'm not surprised.
Super cool, super wild.
Did you see there's a dude that like makes those packages and he like trolls
Oh, the
people
glitter
with them?
bombs? Yes.
Yeah, so dope.
Dude, that's where I watched it from. He like tracked down the people who were trying to steal the packages and stuff.
I was able to add the logo um to the back of this, which is pretty cool.
That is super dope. Guys, I'm posting the Instagram link on there again for those of you that weren't able to check it out. Check it out. There's a lot of spots open. All right, take advantage of it. If you want to learn more, the people who are the hardest working are the ones that get paid off more. So there's people in here who are not clicking on this link. Just click on it, look at it at least, and just see if you want to do it. Really big payoff. You get a course where you can bring literally any question, right? Any question on that session. You get put on that Zoom session, guys. Brad's gonna open up the mics. Once he opens up the mics, you don't got to worry about the whole chat on the YouTube thing. You can talk to the man himself. Check out the Instagram link, right? Doesn't hurt anybody. It just helps us reach a broader audience. And at the end of the day, that's what we want to do. We want to find brothers and sisters alike to continue building this community, and so everybody can trade the right way.
Exactly.
Brad, do you consider this to be pretty much the way?
Yeah, this is the way. Like 3 a.m. says, this is the way.
The
Like
way.
the
The Mandalorian.
Mandalorian. Yeah. What else do you guys want to go over? Um, we're not. We're kind of just waiting right now. There's not really good trade setup. We just wanted to get on, talk about those trades, and talk about the setups. And it's a good thing to look for. And one thing. So I know I talked about this. How we have all these trapped delta right here, but you got to be patient right here. Don't just start seeing a bunch of negative delta at the bottom and thinking like, "Ha, we're going up. I'm buying this," right? Because what can happen is this negative delta can get too heavy for this buying support, and it could just flush, right? Which is what happened to me, and Mad Catz I think got stopped as well, right here. So we were seeing the negative delta, right? And then all of a sudden we flipped positive delta, got long, it came up, right? We could have taken a small profit, wanted to hold. It didn't hold, came back down, it came back up, didn't hold again, and then flushed hard. And that's where we got back in the trade. But, same idea. You see all this negative delta down at the bottom, except for this time it wasn't going any lower. Whereas here, it had flipped to positive. It was a little fake out, right? And it happens, right? It got me for sure. I thought we were just, eventually we're going to head up. But, so this is kind of one of the things that can be bad for your psychology that you got to understand. That if you get stopped out on a trade, and then it goes your way, don't get frustrated thinking like, damn, I should have had a bigger stop, or I should have done this, I should have done that. You stuck to your trade plan and you took your stop. That's what happens, right? I had my stop. Um, I'd have to look exactly to see where it was at, but I think we got in like right here. I had my stop at the low of K and we got stopped out. We flushed, we got back in, and we caught a nice move up, right? So it took a small stop instead of just sitting in the trade, you know, and maybe getting liquidated down here and then not being able to get back in the trade because I'm so frustrated. But instead I got stopped, reevaluated my trade and then caught the nice move up. Say, Brad, you've changed your template. Can you post it in the Discord? Thanks. It's in there. Chappie's posted it. He made this. Chappie's one of our members in the Discord made this. I just changed the colors. That's it. And I don't even think I changed many things. I just changed this. I changed this blue and dark green because I like to see the value area of the volume. Changed these numbers. These numbers are delta. And then I added the bars right here because I like to see the open of the bars, guys. Uh, so red bars open on the top, close on the bottom, green bars open on the bottom, close on top. The wicks, obviously. I like to see where the open is. So typically a bar, if it's strong, won't break the open. So the open of A, or if the market is strong, so the open of A is right here, right? So we can go ahead and mark this area as the open, right? And so that's telling us that if price gets below this 35,805, that there is actual selling in the market, right? Of course, if we get below this level here, this 36, kind of like 36,155 is what it looks like. If we get below this 36,155, we might try to fill this area in down here. We have some support here. Um, you have the previous point of control, previous day's point of control is at 3,600. So there is some support down here, but you're gonna look for a fill. Let's see. I was scammed. Elon Musk Twitter giveaway, live YouTube, and oh, I saw that all over Twitter actually. Um, I
It's
saw that.
insane how they get away with that stuff, man. Like it's ridiculous. It's like out in the open, dude.
Yeah, someone was faking the Elon thing, or faking like an Elon account. I think it even had a check mark on it. But they were like, you like send them money, and then they send you Bitcoin for like a deal or some shit. It was, I don't know, it's crazy.
Shit's so
Um,
annoying.
Andy's, that's Chappie's crypto tweak templates in the Discord. Yeah, it's in the Discord. Can you explain how to draw horizontal line levels in TradingView? Are they areas of support? So in TradingView, you just click on this right here, and then click on horizontal line, and then just click anywhere. So if I'm looking for a support level, I like to see like these bodies close at the top, I'd like to see a lot of points of contact. That's what I like to see. So this level, I like this level as a level of interest for sure. That's that's pretty much how I draw these levels. I try not to draw too many levels because then I start getting fixated on these levels and then uh I'll start FOMOing or getting over anxious and just like making trades that I don't need to make instead of being patient. So like the trade with today, right? We talked about it down here. We talked about actually like right after this bar opened, uh, we talked about jumping in that trade. I wasn't at the computer, but we talked about it in the Discord. But I was totally comfortable waiting until the break of 3,600 because that gave me the confidence, right? So this could have easily come up to like right under 36 and then failed. And so I liked the break of this 3,600 to catch this move. Oh, so here we go. We're seeing a nice little stop run. Let's go back. Oh, just by a couple ticks, and you see some responsive buying right there. It looked a lot more dramatic on TradingView, huh?
A pop.
Well, TradingView's aggregate or ExoChart's aggregated into 30 ticks. I have it on. So, but so the level to watch down here would be this level. So we can kind of see if maybe they'll run these stops in CMB, and this is that level I was talking about, this 36,155. If they can get below this level, they'll start aiming for this 3,600, which was our initial breakout spot. and then 35,805, which is where, where the real buying came in after we trapped all these sellers down here. You saw a lot of buyers come in, and then we saw a lot of like FOMO pop in up over here. But then you just saw a give up by sellers. But look at this. Somebody shorted up here big, negative 9.4 million, right? And you see
Wow.
all this buying at the top. And so that's the thing is like some of these people that are short, they're short in a pretty big position. They're gonna start taking profit. This looks like, actual selling that's going on because we have the VWAP right here. I know someone was asking how often I use the VWAP. So I use the VWAP to tell me who's in control, right? So if we're below the VWAP, typically that means that sellers are in control. If you're a seller, you want price to be underneath of the VWAP, right? If you're a buyer, you want to hold price above the VWAP. That's how the market is made. So that's what they're looking for to do. Let's see. Answer the VWAP. Start on the daily and use consecutive candle opens and closes. Start from the left. Oh, you guys are just explaining to him like how to draw the horizontal levels and lines. Yeah, so when we drop the course, guys, there will be all of that stuff. I'm gonna start like, very, very basic all the way to, basically the advanced.
And he says you can see Confluence with drawing support and resistances with your XO charts and then transferring them to TradingView. Yeah, you could definitely.
Oh yeah. I mean, once you get used to exocharts, I know it's kind of complicated. Once you get used to exocharts, you really don't even need TradingView. I
So
just use
much.
TradingView because I know a lot of people don't have exocharts as well.
Yeah, there's so much stuff that XO charts gives you that you can't access with TradingView. It just sucks because people are with TradingView just because of like, this is what they've used. That's what they're loyal to.
Right. Yeah, totally.
It doesn't
You
hurt
know, and
guys
that,
to go ahead, Brad.
well, no, that's what I'm saying. Like that's why we like to do it because we know a lot of people are using it. So, the more people we can help, the better.
Exactly. The more the better.
Robbie says, "Do you draw your own trend lines? How much do you rely on your top three indicators?" Um, so I don't really use indicators that much. Oh, someone has initial balance on. That's what that line is. I was like, what the fuck? Hang on, guys. Let me turn this off. I can't handle it. Okay. Um, so if you have like a blue bar right here, that's just initial balance. It's just not necessary. Um, the main indicator that I use is the VWAP. And then this delta channel I like as well. The volume profile. That's pretty much what I rely on is those three things. These they might look a little complicated, but they're just 30-minute bars. That's all they are. It's just the way that you look at them. It seems like simple, stupid, or that's kind of a good way to put it, I guess, because it seems too good to be true and it seems too simple to actually work. But the thing is it does work. Um, you know, and not just like, sometimes it works all the time, right? And so by with this, right, we weren't getting this, we weren't getting nervous down here. I know midnight, midnight kind of he levered up like hard because the price opened up, right, came up and then came down, and I know he levered up hard here, and I think he got stopped, but he got back in. Um, but I mean, he made some good money. He's had a really good week too. He's been doing a really good job. But so if you were to toss, what's your favorite indicator, Robbie? We can toss it on this chart. Let's get rid of this. I drew some divergences while you were gone. C130.
You usually don't do divergences, man.
I know somebody asked for him.
And divergences do be smacking though, especially when you use it with the cumulative delta. Because I've never
Yeah,
really
because
used it.
the cumulative delta is based off of price, right? Or based off of volume, and that's why I like it. So it is an indicator, but it's an indicator that's based off of the volume. So it's based off of what's going on here. Oh, I think I cloned it. Oops. Fucking hate trying to view. I do like how you can drag the screen around. I love that.
It's like the
Because I gotta
only the
press
only
control.
benefit.
How long have you used exocharts to get so professional? Andy, I got exocharts, what, last week when one of you guys told me about it? Somebody told me about exocharts. So I've been trading a TPO for a while, right? And exocharts is just a TPO. That's all it is. Um, I'm not a huge fan of it because it doesn't do the things that I want it to do, but it's very new and it has some really good features, especially because there's not really anything out there like this for like your basically like your standard day trading crypto person. So this is, I mean, really, really useful. It has everything that you need. I just like a little bit of extra stuff. I like to see where each bar opened up, which I can do with this. I'd like to see where half back is at. I'd like to see where half, if you divide this bar in half, I'd like for it to tell me, without me having to count or estimate exactly where the middle of this bar is at. But other than that, I mean, those are probably my only two complaints about exo charts. I actually really, well, and I don't like this. This cumulative delta thing is just, it's ugly and hard to read. So. And I love me some
Super
cumulative
huge.
delta. So I made a post in he's once you go extra charts, you never go back. Once you take the red pill, you can't go back. You're out of the matrix forever. Right? Unless you're a cipher, then you die. Get burned alive.
Sounds
I made a
painful.
post in the education and indicator sub Discord. It plots most of the most relevant levels for our type of intraday trading for the trading view guys, especially the ones needed help with support and resistance. We'll check that out, Boots. Let's see.
Let me see. I'm gonna check it out
Where
for
did he post it
sure.
at?
Education and indicators should be under resources. Oh, I see it. It's the very first or the very last post. This indicator saves me a lot of time. It plots key levels weekly. Let me see.
Oh, okay. Here, I see it. Let's see. Oh
I
yeah, this
gotta.
is nice. Yeah, this is nice. This is something I have something similar to this um on NinjaTrader. Yeah. I have something similar for like this. And it marks like daily highs, lows, opens. Yeah, that's a good one to have for sure. If I monitored my trading view more, I would have it. That's a good one to have. Definitely. Thank you for sharing that.
Spaceman BTC. I've gotten a few recommendations to check him out.
Um, have you ever explored the desktop app beta for EXO yet? I have not, but I've heard there's a couple of different things that you can do with it that you can't do here, and there's a couple of things that you can do here that you can't do on the desktop chart yet. Um, so that's I'll definitely probably will check that out. Um, I can't diverge from RSI, and I paid for Market Cipher, so I can't wait to earn that money back. It's been a
Yeah.
redheaded stepchild.
Yeah.
Um, I do like actually I do like the Sarcastic RSI. I like it with stocks. I haven't really used it with this much. Um, but it looks, oops. Oh damn it. Where was this at? I think it was 45. It was like 50. Oh well, whatever. Um, I like the Sarcastic RSI. The thing that's tricky is sometimes you put it on like a so let's say you're looking at a 30-minute chart and you get this um bullish. Oh, fuck.
Guys, and if you haven't already, asked for a refund for Market Cipher, you should go do that because yeah, they usually tell you can make your money back using that thing. Yeah, ask for your money back.
So you get this 30-minute bullish divergence, right, on a momentum indicator. Same thing on the CVD. Um, and then if you switch, to like I think a lot of people like 5 minutes or something like that, right? So here's our bullish divergence, but now we're looking at RSI and let's say we got in down here, right? Perfect. But now we're super oversold and we're thinking we're gonna drop. And so right here we're closing our position, and what happens is because we're just looking at this indicator and not looking at the delta or the volume, right? We're closing our position. Nice little gain, right? Let's say, you got in down here on this uptrend, you're catching a couple hundred points for sure. Um, but then, you're closing your trade and then you're opening your trade. And I know for you guys, those Bybit fees are crazy, right? Like Tony the Tiger.
Yeah, no, they're
Um,
nutty.
uh So you should, I mean, Binance is better, but that's up to you guys, if you want to switch. Um, S- Sam says ExoChart's free. Is there a basic version? It is free, and there is a basic version. Only thing is that you can't get the 30-minute in there. So they're great. Yeah, thanks, 3 a.m.
Alex said sarcastic RSI. Yeet, bro.
Yeah, Control Z, undo your move. Yeah. Um, yeah, and that's the thing, and like, what's like a really popular time with the crypto community? I think I see a lot of people on like a 24-minute or something.
Yeah, people like
Um,
to use like
and then like a 12-minute as well.
they like to use the 24-minute, the 4 hour.
So I wonder what that is. Like what's the significance of a 24-minute chart? I wonder what that is. Maybe it's because they know about the 30-minute chart and they're trying to kind of beat the move, maybe. I don't know. Um, but so and honestly, like it just depends. So when I use RSI, right? When I use Stochastic RSI, if we go to let's go to let's go to Tesla, right? Tesla's a nice fun stock to trade. Oops. Right. So if we go to Tesla and we're trading Tesla, right? And so we see the RSI is oversold and we see this pop up and we see kind of a dip, but we never break below here. So let's say if you're in a position, you see this nice huge volume shelf forming, right? And you got in on the open, right? Because we saw momentum breaking up pre-market. It comes down, comes right to the volume shelf. RSI super oversold, right? According to like, basically everyone. Um,
And
are you still there?
everything. You hear me?
Okay. Yeah, no, I just like the my YouTube like said it cut out or something. I don't know.
For what the
Um,
world?
but so it pops on this volume shelf, but we never see really a break back into like this middle zone on the Sarcastic RSI, and then it breaks back up, right? And then it flattens back out again, and then that's when you see the break. This is where you're looking to get rid of it. Whereas the same, I mean, and you just have to kind of have to study these stocks in order to see how they trade. Because if you look at this thing opens up under, right? And so what happened was here is people buy this, right? Because they're like, oh, okay, it's already negative RSI, so it's probably gonna pop up. It's Tesla. Tesla likes the head fake, so they buy it, right? And then they buy some more, and they're just getting shit on all day. And this is what causes moves like this. The same thing that happened, in the regular stock market, the uh the the crypto market, this huge run up is because there's a huge short position because people, they're disbelievers. um, the same thing that happened with Tesla, actually. Someone was shorting the fuck out of Tesla last year and a couple years ago, and Tesla just shot to the moon because you can only hold your shorts for so long, and if so many buyers are coming in, well, then you're gonna get hammered. So it's a dangerous game.
Yeah, you don't want to get
Someone's
trapped.
Sarcastic RSI is the same to momentum in MCB. Yeah, it's the exact same. Yeah, you're right. It is the exact same. Um, I think they got into it because Jason Casper's style that likes the 4 hour, 24-minute trades before reaching TTV. Yeah, 24 minutes. Jason Casper's gaining reputation by dividing the 4 hour chart by 60 minutes, hence 24-minute chart. Seems to work well with the 4 minute and 7 minute chart on a short term. So yeah, Robbie, the thing is about trading on a smaller time frame like that, like the 4 minute and or the set, yeah, 4 minute and the 7 minute. What are your targets? So if you're trading on a 4 minute chart, right? If you're going down to a 4 minute chart, your targets have to be, somewhere on that 4 minute chart. So if we add the 4 minute chart here, we look at it. So um
That's tight.
yeah, I mean I like smaller charts for stocks, so I'm used to looking at these kind of things. So if you're looking at the move that we we had this a couple days ago. It looks like what day is this? The 6th. Oh, it's today. Oh yes, that divergence we were talking about. This is that morning move.
That was a
So
ripper.
if you're looking at this, it looks like a lot more on a 4 minute chart, right? When you look on 30 minute, you're like, eh. Um, but so you're making lower lows, right? And so let's say you make your first higher high, which is like right here. This is where you get in the trade. Your signal is here because this is where market structure is at. I mean, depending upon how you're trading, if you add if we add back Stochastic RSI, um, so maybe your signal's here, I guess. I don't know where. Let's get rid of this and add
Oh snap!
yeah, see, so you got a red dot here. You got a red dot here and then a green dot here and then a red dot and then a green dot, right? And you have a divergence here. Um, it's weird that this divergence is not marked, right? Because it's definitely a divergence. Um, this is a divergence too, according to this. And it's not marked. That's weird to me because it's a divergence, 100%. Look, it should be. It is on every other thing. Um, but so what are you doing right here? Uh, and what do you're getting all these dots. I don't know. For me, people use it and it works and that's great because everyone has their own trading style. But just for me, I just keep it more simple. I don't like to see all that stuff. I don't like to get confused by things that are just going to try to give me that FOMO, right?
Yeah, they all. I feel like when using oscillators like that, they all tell you what you want to see. Sometimes, just sometimes with
Well,
divergences and stuff.
if you're moving in on like so many different time frames, you can find. I mean, I could scroll through these charts and find something that I want to find. So I think Sarcastic RSI is not supposed to be used to look for oversold conditions. I think that's what regular RSI for. Yeah, so stochastic RSI, stochastics are momentum indicator, RSI is for oversold and overbought. So it's like a combination indicator for the way that you use stochastic RSI. So if we go to a stock, if we go to stock, do I like to trade a lot? Um, if we go to Dow, right, Delta Airlines, I like to trade this stock a lot, and we change it to like a 5 minute chart. Oh shit, it's closed. And we add stochastic RSI. So the way that it's telling you that it's trading is basically it's telling you that it's running out of momentum based off of oversold or overbought conditions, right? But the thing about RSI and stochastics separately is both of them can stay up for a long time, right? So you have this slow grind up. Hang on, this Dow chart is just absolute shit. Why is it so choppy looking? It's ugly. Um, well, because probably 5 minutes. But it's telling you like, the momentum is running out, right? And so the thing that you look for on it, because you use it for divergences, which is why I like it. So you see a divergence here, right? These are pretty much flat, but this is pretty much a lower low. And so and if we see here and here, these are pretty much even, but it's a way less higher low, which is a bearish signal, right? We have another top that's basically the same, kind of like your triple top right here, another lower high, and that's your divergence right there. If we're to bust out our handy dandy divergence jar, you draw it there, draw this flat line here. There's your bearish divergence right there. That's going to tell us, that the next step is probably going to be to the downside. And that's kind of how you're using the stochastic RSI. I don't use it on crypto though.
Chris or Robbie says, Christian Baharu explained it better than I did. Thank you, Christian. Oh, okay, he's just talking to another community member. Deer says it's all what the look back points are set to. Michael Sampson. Michael, what's up, man? Haven't seen you in a minute. Hey guys, how are you all? Took a nice 15%er this morning. Should have been at
Awesome.
20%, but stayed in too long.
Yeah, that happens. That's all part of, watching the tape, seeing the screen and seeing when, the move is over and just cutting your profits, right? It's hard to nail the bottom of the top. Like I said, you'll see a lot of people that will post that they're long right here and it'll be 30 minutes after the move happened or an hour after the move happened. But they're like, yeah, I nailed the bottom. I'm a hero. All right. That's cool.
Where's it at? Where's the proof?
Well, I mean, good job. Like if you did, you did. That's cool. I'm glad for you. But like, why not share the wealth? Let us know when you're going to get in so we can nail the bottom too.
Yeah,
That's what
exactly.
that's what I'm trying to do is get you guys to nail some of these things. And so, one thing you can look for, I mean, it's a little bit more difficult on this, but if you take this TPO chart, right, and you look at the volume profile, we switch this to volume. When you see, look at this, million, 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 and then 103,000, right? When you see something like this, Michael, this is telling you nobody's buying up here anymore. There's no transactions up here anymore. So that's when you cut that trade. This is your trade from this morning, I imagine. This is your signal that this trade is over, right? You could let it come back down to the POC if you want, see if it gains a little bit of steam, and then maybe catch another ride up. Um, but just cut the trade here. Take some profit, right? Or you can move your stop up here up to this value area high, so that way if it comes down, you'll just take that. But that's when you know that the auction is over. When you're getting no volume at the top, you know, or at the bottom. See, at the bottom here, we have 1.6 million people were trying to sell. This is where we trapped all those sellers earlier, and we, took them up for a nice little ride. Same thing right here. Look, no, look, million, 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 million. 127,000. Nobody was selling down here. Nobody, right? These people are all thinking, fuck, I'm trapped. And this, some poor sap sold the bottom right here, and they're thinking, "Ah, fuck, well, guess I'll just take this loss, right? And so that's another thing that you can cut your trade. Let's say you were short into this move, because this was a decent little short, especially if you got short up here. Look at 154,000. This is how you guys can recognize this. You see this. This is buying running out up here, right? Selling running out. Right here, we had a lot of sellers get trapped, right? You had 626,000, but price didn't keep moving down. We go to the top, 1.2 million. Look what happened. We had a bunch of buyers get trapped up here, and this is the FOMO right here that we see. This 1.2 million. There's 102 million of sales up here of volume, and that's what's called FOMO, right? Waiting to break this thing out, waiting to break. If we scroll back, waiting to break up through these single prints, right? But we couldn't do it.
Just smacking that market button.
And
Everybody's
so,
trying to get in.
and there's nothing wrong with this, guys, right? So let's say, I mean, because it happens, right? Because everyone wants to jump in. So let's say you get in right here, and we're in D period. Well, you've got to know that at value area high that you're wrong, right? So cut the trade, take a small loss, right? This is a 120 point loss, right? What would be the point of sitting in this all the way until you get liquidated down here, hoping, right, that we're gonna bounce off this VWAP and come back up, right? Why not close right here for 100 loss, and then if they get support off this VWAP, buy this. So now when it's moving back up towards your price, you're gaining all of this. I know my drawing is amazing, and this, right? This is what you got to do. This is what I'm talking about as far as like cutting trades short and quick. It's just better. And sometimes you're gonna cut trades too quick, and then the move's gonna go without you. just gonna take time. That's all that's gonna happen. Alex says, I nail setting the bottom and buying the tip top all the time. You nail selling the bottom and buying the tip top all the time. Could that be a signal to short? Alex, that happens. I don't know how many times I've done that. Where oh, your Cured May Fire says, where do you find the indicator for this? This is on ExoChart. So here I can post the link in the chat. Um, actually, I cannot because I'm not logged in.
I got you.
Are you logged in on the TTV?
Yeah.
All right, yeah, post
Oh
that
wait,
over
actually
there.
no, I'm not logged in on the TTV, which is weird.
Hey, 3AM, are you logged in on the Twitch? If you're logged in on the Twitch, post that in there for them. ATTVs, is this the new EXO template pinned? Oh, I mean the delta volume indicator next to the candles. So if you go to the TPO, click on TPO settings, and then click on volume profile, you can change it right here. So I like it on delta, and then you can just mess with the settings right here. If you're in the Discord, um, you can look at the templates. We have a nice template that's pinned. Let me look for it. I think it is under templates. I think there was a thing called templates, right? Yeah.
Yeah, on the
It's
Discord.
under charting platforms and then under templates. Just scroll up a little bit. You'll see one posted by Chappies today at 6:26 a.m. Just copy paste that into your thing and then uh you'll be good to go. Yeah, you already made fire. Got it. Nice. Good morning. How long can you guys stream? It feels like around this time to about 1500 Nordic time, it's most action. So we'll be back on for our Bangs and Bitcoin in the morning at 6 a.m. Pacific time. I'm
Yeah,
not sure
buddy.
what time that is Nordic time. Yeah, Otto, it's in there. Um, I just messed with it just a little bit, but it pretty much looks just like this. Could that be a signal to scalp short? So if you're nailing the tops, like if you're selling down here, and then buying the top, what I recommend is take a break. Take a break from trading and focus more on watching, right? And the thing is that no one's there with you guys, so you're gonna have to be honest with yourself. But you're gonna want to watch and write down everything. Like I said, I have notebooks that are just full of notes all the time. Because I write down, all of my trades after the day's over. I used to make a trade and then write it down, like as soon as I would make the trade, or as soon as the trade was over. Um, and then and then kind of go from there. One second, C130. I'll be right back.
No, you're good, man. Guys, I really hope you're enjoying the content. It is our goal out here to make you guys become the traders that you guys see yourself as, and everyone should have a high projection of themselves. There's nothing wrong with that. All of us want to be the best traders we want to be. It's just not all of us have the knowledge or simply the time necessary to be able to look for what to learn, and this information is very easy, but it's hard to find. So if you guys are enjoying the content that we're putting out, I'm not going to sit here and tell you to smash the like button, but do that if you guys want this to destroy the algorithm. But what we really want you guys to do is we want you guys to find people who that are actually genuinely interested in crypto trading, that you can bring them over here into our Discord, that will where they will be safe. Because a lot of times is you have guys who want to learn, but they follow some other YouTubers that are just telling people what they want to hear, like Bitcoin's going to 300K, Bitcoin's going to whatever price, 1 million, 10 million, 5 trillion, right? You have all these new retail people that are jumping in, and they don't know. and they all start buying and accumulating Bitcoin, and it goes down, and we don't want that. We want to show you guys how to trade and make money, regardless of whether the price is going up or down. And along the way, we can teach you guys how to properly manage your risk and be great traders and be able to attain skills that will help you out in all sorts of aspects of life. That will just enable you to make the right decision and do the right things in certain situations. So, if you guys know anyone that could benefit from this information, pass on the stream to them, pass on the Discord to them, be like, hey, check these guys out. They seem like they know what they're talking about, and let's see if they enjoy the content. We can use more people. We can use more people walking into the Citadel and just finding a home. That's what we want at the end of the day, guys. We want you guys to find a place where you guys can relax, chill, trade Bitcoin, and just do what you got to do. That's really what it's all about at the end of the day. I was just joking about nailing the top and bottom. I asked about scalping, short and long term, about your volume profile TPO thing. Oh, yeah. I'll definitely let him know.
All right, I'm back.
Hey, Brad. Alex was saying that he was just joking about the top and bottom. He was saying that he was asking about scalping, shorting, or longing. I'm assuming he's saying scalping, shorting, or longing based off of the profile TPO on Excel charts. That's what you're saying.
Say that again. I'm not understanding.
Yeah, he worded it kind of weird. I'm assuming he's saying that he's just saying, how do you scalp your shorts or your longs based off of the volume profile on your Excel charts? He says volume profile TPO thing on Excel charts.
Oh, okay. So like what you're looking for is a break of structure. So if you're just looking for some scalps, right? So if you're looking for this break of structure. So if we come up here, A comes up, B comes up, C comes up, right? C doesn't break B. So now we know there's a little stop buildup right here. So if we break this, we should pop a little bit, right? So what you want to do is see how D opens up, right? You got to be patient for these. D opens up. As it approaches the top of C, it never just really, not never, but most of the time it doesn't just run straight up, right? It'll come right up to the top and it will pause, right? And that's when your chance is to toss a limit order on and hope that you get filled. And then from there, that's when you're trying to jump in and then catch a nice little scalp. But you got to be quick, right? So if you were to jump in here at 36,420, right? That's probably a lucky number. Should have probably jumped in there. 420, right?
Yeah, right.
And then you gotta do the calculation above, right, to know like how much is going to cover your fees and what you're trying to do as far as getting in and then getting out. Otto said, this week after religiously watching all your streams, some Jay Dalton videos, asking all I can in the Discord and live, I made 2 winning trades. This after being liquidated more than a month ago. That's awesome, Otto. I'm glad that you're able to, get in there. Ready for that raffle golden ticket. Yeah. Nice. Oh no, I'm not asking to fund scalps. See, this is why we need Zoom so we can really get your question going, man. I'm sorry about that. I'll send a link to Elon Musk so he can enter the competition to get Brad training. Him and all his tweets, he may be surprised to know he has not responded. That is surprising. And I think I think he's probably in our Discord under like a fake name,
alias.
because it seems like he's he's trying to jump on some of our plays. I know there's a couple other people that are trying to do that. So
I would not doubt it, man.
Should hear, not Twitch. Oh, what's up, Gex? Yeah. We were just streaming to both, Charles, because some people were saying they have an easier time watching on Twitch, and some people were saying they have an easier time here on YouTube. So we're just doing both, trying to help as much as you guys out. You were using volume profile to tell someone how to know when to exit the trade. Could you also use that to scalp? Oh, okay. So yes, you could, right? The thing is with the volume profile, right, is you have to be kind of careful, and then depending upon how you aggregate the volume profiles, you're gonna have to look at where the volume is at. So you have the high volume node here, high volume node here. So if you were to just label these, like, so if you were to just take a horizontal line and label these, you could use those maybe as targets, right? Because you know price is going to come down to there and probably either settle for a little bit or bounce right off, right? So those could be kind of your targets. And this like no man's land or the this free zone right here where there's not a lot of volume, um, that could be a point to scalp. Like if you see it break off of one of these high volume nodes, you could try to scalp in between volume areas. Does that answer your question?
This verification thing does actually weave away the bots.
Why is there people trying to bot in our Discord?
Yeah, like the bots, they'll be like trying to join and stuff, but you can tell that whoever joins is a bot because they won't have red pilled under their name, and I'll say that they're new to Discord.
So then you could just ban them or what?
Yeah, exactly. I can tell that they're bots, and I can just get rid of them without kicking away our members.
Nice.
Makes it way easier. I actually have a few bots I'm looking at right now. It's a lot of them. It's like 30 right here that I'm about to get rid of.
Time is at 10. What else you guys got? Try to wrap this up here pretty soon because we're gonna be on for banging Bitcoin in the morning.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Definitely, guys. Check out a lot of the links that I've been sending. They're really good stuff that you guys can have. We haven't uploaded anything on there yet. We're trying to see if there's people that are actually interested in truly following those socials. And if so, we can post some quick snippets on there for you guys to make sure you guys get the most out of our content and the most value for your time. Robbie, gotta sleep. Thank you guys so much. Good luck to all. Yeah, man. Have a great night. Take it easy, man.
How do you guys feel about the music, right? We're not playing any music in the background. We can play some music. It just kind of depends how you guys feel. I know when we stopped playing the music, you guys kind of liked that. So we really haven't started it back up, but like I said, we're here for you guys, so oh, okay, Alex. Okay. We're on it now. Now I get what you're saying. Okay.
What do you say?
So he's talking about the volume profile and how to use it to uh the scalp. So if you
Oh,
can get Alex, so if we go like back to this one, right, where we see this buying shut off up here, if you can be quick on the trigger and realize that buying is shutting off as we're going up, then yeah, you could definitely do that, right? You could definitely jump in on this short right here, up at the top. What you need to be able to do though, right, which is sometimes hard for your psychology, is if you let's say you see the buying shut off right here, you take a short right here, you need to close your trade right here, right? Because if not, all it takes is one big bid to just run this up, right? And if you're just sitting in this trade, trying to be right, you're going to blow your account. And that's what we're trying to avoid. So you can do that. It's called a fade trade. Um, you know, it's a harder skill to master, right? Even myself, I'm not really a huge fader. Sometimes I do like the fades. It depends on like if I'm having a nice little if I have a couple good trades right off the bat and I'm winning a lot of trades, I might try a fade trade or two. But if you can see that buying shuts off, try a little short right here and just understand that if price trades up here that you were wrong and to cut that trade off, then yeah, go for it. But this is where trading psychology comes into play, right? Because a lot of times what happens is you'll short here, right? You'll have a stop here. Price will come down. You won't take your initial scalp because your initial scalp was probably, to the point of control, which is this F period. It'll come down, but you won't take it because you're greedy. It'll come back to here. You'll move your stop, over here somewhere. It'll come back down, you still won't take profit, and then it'll rip you, right? And now you took this huge loss when you could have just taken a small scalp, which was your initial plan. Your initial plan was to scalp or fade this top area instead of sticking to your plan. So it definitely can be done. It just takes time. Does that answer is that what you were talking about, Alex? Hopefully we got it that time. Fifth time's a charm. Yes. Okay, so we did get it, right? Yeah, so you just have to you just got to set it quick and you got to stick to it. That's a big thing is that trading psychology, that's where that comes into play. Because if you don't take that stop loss quick, you're gonna have you're gonna end up, blowing it more often than not, in my experience. Is it possible to set an alarm so you can see a pump and dump before a pump and dump? You can so I had an alarm set today. I had talked about the when we were pushing down right here, I had talked about this 3600 level, this 3617 breaking, and I had an alarm set for 3600. So when we came down today, that's where I set that 3600 alarm where I posted. And so that's where I was waiting for to see when we get up there. So you can set an alarm. I set alarms. You can set them through TradingView. If you go to TradingView, where's these alarms at?
It's
Right
on.
here.
It's on the yeah, that little alarm
Yeah,
clock.
so you can just click an alert, right? Create an alert, and then you just set the time, and uh, it'll notify you via email or text or something like that, whatever you set it up like that.
Guys, you can also go on the Discord and you can pretty much make every channel you want on there. You can make it to where you don't receive notifications if you're not interested in that, and you can set it up to where on the admin trade alerts, you can set that up to get notifications from that. So whenever Bitcoin Brad posts a position, whether it be short or long, when your Discord goes off, you will know that it is that specific channel that it has a trade alert on there, and kind of like at that point, it's kind of like grab it while it's fresh kind of thing.
Dude, I don't appreciate you reading my mind. I can't help it, man. You know how Neo just sees the Matrix? I just see everything, right? I bought EXO. Still not sure what I'm looking at. What's the first thing an EXO noob should look for to improve entries and exits? Um, so the first thing you want to look for is pay attention to your market structure. Let's get rid of some of these lines. Um, Pay attention to your market structure. So one thing, you have structure here, structure here, structure here, structure here. So you want to notice where structure is breaking, right? So we notice that structure is breaking here, right? And so this is where we're going to look to buy. A lot of times what happens is it doesn't just run up like super quick, right? A lot of times it'll hesitate a little bit, and that's when you're getting in, right? Get in that hesitation and then just have a tight stop. You know, that's if you're trying to catch a nice breakout trade. Or anytime that we make a higher, if we break the high of a bar, look to see if what the momentum's like, right? Look to see how the next bar opens up and it comes right down to halfback and then starts going back up. Of course, Asia wanted to run a couple of stops, couldn't run these stops. That would have been the perfect fill, and then catch that nice move up. And then as far as exits, the biggest thing is to preset. You said Discord alert sounded so quiet. Oh yeah. You want to preset your targets, right? So and then you want to take them. Uh, Michael is so like if you got long this 36 and your first target was 36.2, the biggest issue is most people don't take that because they see all this momentum and they're thinking, ooh, this one's gonna be a runner. I'm gonna take a little bit higher. And then what happens is they get right here and they get nervous, and so they like put their stop right here, they get stopped out, and then they get killed right here. Right? Or this is bad for your psychology because you were right if you would have just followed your trade plan. So the biggest thing is just set your targets, either in your head or on your chart when you do it, and that's when and then just take them, right? And then as far as the exit on your runner, so like if your take profit two was here and price comes back down to that spot, we'll just take it. Take the rest of your profit out and just be happy and content that you made profit. That's what that's what it's all about. Because there's going to be trades, guys. Like I've said, a lot of people are not I wouldn't call it FOMO, but a lot of people feel like they miss out on certain things when really it's not missing out. Really, I mean, in the past 5 days, we've hit, you know, uh, eight, you know, thousand-ish point trades, right? And plenty of time. The trade today, from 36 to 36.8, I put out at 3 o'clock. So you had 2 hours to get ready for that. I made a tri-tip for dinner. I had plenty of time to still get in there. There was we had plenty of time. There has been a couple. One of the short trades we took, and typically it'll happen on short trades because short trades tend to fall faster than these up trades tend to rise. But one of the short trades I posted, price was kind of just hanging out for about 5 minutes, and then I posted, and then one of Elon's spies that's in our Discord tweeted, and then price dropped like I think like 2,000 points or something like that. So um, it was interesting.
They fly swatted that.
Yeah, Seb, nice to have you. Definitely. How do you set up alerts for Discord? So for Discord, you just if we pull up the Discord, right? You just click on this. So you can mute the channel or unmute the channel, and you should, if it's not muted, then you should get, you should get all the alerts.
Guys, we're gonna hit a 5-minute Q&A period. We usually tend to do this every time we hit the hour and 30-minute mark, close to 2-hour mark. So we're gonna hit a 5-minute Q&A period, and we'll wrap up the video with those final questions. We'll end the stream at 10:15. So we're in Q&A right now. So ask whatever questions you may need. We are listening, guys. I lost $1 million today because I didn't buy a lottery ticket.
Yo, and so the Twitch thing too. One thing that we really want to do is get to know all of you guys. That's why we like the Instagram, because we get to kind of put a face to the name. And so when we do the Zoom, we're gonna do video on the Zoom, right? So we'll all get to kind of like have like when we start the class or before we start the class, we'll do like a little meet and greet, right? Because I'd like to start, I'd like to start like a mentors page in the Discord where we have some of our more experienced traders mentoring, kind of like accountability partners, right? If that makes sense, to the point where we review. So if you took some trades, what we'll do, whoever your accountability partner is, it doesn't have to be someone that is, really experienced, someone that's just going to hold you accountable. So let's say me and Michael, we're accountability partners. And so I'll show him my trades. I'll tell him what my trade plan was, and he'll analyze my trades and tell me, okay, so it looks like you stuck to your trade plan. Here's some things you could have done better, but here's some things that you did well. And I'll do the same with his. And that's all part of all of us as a community coming together and giving back to each other. And that's one thing that I'd really like to add to the community. And it makes it that much better when we kind of have a personal connection with each other, as far as like being able to video chat and stuff like that, because I know we have a huge variety, I guess, of people from all over the world. So
Oh yeah, definitely.
with regard to the money values and the candles on EXO, when you see the money drop, you should be prepared for a reversal. You're talking about in here, Michael? Gogoplex wants to know if you stopped using Market Cipher.
I mean, I didn't really stop using Market Cipher. I mean, I kind of just peek at it every now and then. But I mean, honestly, man, XO charts is way better. I mean, Market Cipher, it's really not. It's literally not even like, it's just a bunch of other indicators that we already look at as traders, just all put in one, you know? So, but I mean, Excel charts market structure is definitely the way to go, because then you don't have to rely on momentum. You know, momentum is really, aggregate data based off of the price action that already exists and or forming. And it's like Brad keeps saying, right? If these things are not predicting the future, then they're always going to be lagging, which means you're making decisions based off of old or expired data. Market structures data is current, up to date, based off of literally the candle and the time frame that you're on, and you can make your decision right then and there and see where the market's heading, and then in the immediate short term. So, Market Cipher, I would honestly say, yeah, I guess I really don't use it anymore, because they always tell you, oh, buy these indicators, you'll make your money back, but that's how they get you, to buy the indicator. And then you find something like market structure, you get red pilled, and then you see the market for what it is, and you're like, oh, okay, so this is how you trade. I guess the indicators are okay, but when you understand, it's like driving, like everybody drives differently, but ultimately, right, everyone's into the agreement of how you should drive. Same way the market goes. The market is driven a certain way, and finding what drives it is what allows you to make those on call, on spot decisions, whether you should long or short. And it all comes with experience as well.
Exactly. And also, without proper risk management, no matter what you're using, I could legit have a crystal ball, but without using proper risk management, still be a shitty trader, right? And there's different styles of trading as well. Is like, some people are better at momentum trades. So that's what they go for. And using those indicators is great for momentum trades. But when you're getting these choppy movement, it's tough to use those because you get a lot of false signals, right? But if you're catching a lot of momentum, like I'm sure on Market Cipher, this move right here, it probably went like this real quick, but then it balanced itself out. And the thing is, you got to think about most of these screenshots and stuff of everything is taken specifically from a backfill of time that they are, selected, right? Um, so if you like go on YouTube and search like what's the best uh I don't even know what it would be. Like, what's the best strategy for trading the market, right? The first thing to come up, let's see, I'll just do it right now, just so we know for sure. Um,
There's some super clickbaity 100x thumbnail.
I'm sure it will be. Best strat for trading BTC. Here we are, right? Look at this. Ultimate Bitcoin trading strategy for huge, consistent gains. Easy Bitcoin trading strategy that beats buy and hold with proof, right? Easy day trading strategy. Best scalping strategy. Easy, like Heikinashi, right? Look at all, these are all the same. Every single one is the same. Never get liquidated. Never.
100x right there, bro. Look at the
100x.
thumbnail.
Yeah, a one traded 8 hours straight on the 1 minute chart. Crazy results. You know what? And that's the thing is like this can happen, right? This can happen, but these are selected, specifically selected for, that this specific time. How I turned 70 to 70K with day trading cryptocurrency, right? 4 months ago when the market was basically just shooting up. Um, so you've got to take all this stuff into consideration. But like all of these things, like I haven't seen one thing about market profile, which is just fucking mind blowing. But look at easiest 1 minute scalping strategy. Use all these three MAs.
That sounds like
Right?
a
They're all,
headache, bro.
they're all the same. How to set up a GAN fan and fib retracements, right? This is something that not a lot of people do. A lot of people use this in the pitchfork wrong. Um, Fibonacci's don't People don't know how to use Fibonacci's. This guy talks about how to do it. Look at this guy's using the parabolic SAR, right? So this is just like, like I said, just do your research and just make sure that it happens. Michael asked a question earlier. So, when you see, just because you see negative numbers right here doesn't mean that you want to short. This is just showing you overall delta throughout the session. So you just want to pay attention to this to see where people are getting short and where people are getting long and where there's not really much trading going on, right? So we see that the most trading is going on here. We saw that there was some buying up here, and that's showing us some big buyers at the top getting trapped. Um, so that normally, tells us that the pull down could be, a nice little move.
Guys, check out the
Mark,
Instagram that I posted on there. Good stuff on there.
I can ask my money back. Has to pay for my mistakes. No free lunch. Yeah, and that's the thing is I always talk about All Stars is when you are going through your journey becoming a trader, right? You got to look at the market as like people look at college or what do you guys call it in everywhere else except the United States, university, right? You're gonna have to pay for your education to the market. The only difference is you get to choose how much you pay for your education based off how many times you blow up your account, how many, things you buy that are going to make you an amazing trader, all of these things, you get to pay your own tuition.
That's the cool part about, trading is the fact that you have the ability to make your own decisions for everything as far as your gains and losses or how much you're willing to pay for yourself. It's not a fixed amount. It's just based off of how well you're able at making decisions and how well you are at managing your own risk.
And so when we see consolidation like this, guys, high period, K, we know there's stops just lurking right here. All these people that got long from down here and long up here and long up here and are buying all of these shit that people are selling. This is where their stops are at. Right here. So if we get down to this area, that's where we're going to see a nice little flush. And then one thing you want to pay attention to is, let's say if we flush this, right? Do we bounce back right away or do we just pause right here and then continue down? So if we just pause and continue down, that's letting you know that there's nobody buying, right? If we pop right back up, even if we do come back down, if we pop right back up, somebody bought this, right? Somebody bought it all the way up and chased it up, and that's why price moves back up. That's called responsive buying, right? I won't even try to spell responsive, but responsive buying,
Look, you put tires.
right?
It's TIRES.
That N is on point, just backwards. That shit is nice,
This man's on the pipe tonight. What the heck?
right? But yeah, if you see a nice little pop down, it's responsive buying. And the same thing, if we pop this top on J and it comes right back down to the impulse, that's going to be responsive selling. And that's going to tell you that there's still supply in the market. Some people are still trying to sell, right? But we're coming right back down to that value area low. And, we're putting in, you know, all these stops just underneath of these bars. So if we are to break them, especially if we break this B low, that's going to cause a little flush for sure. That's 100, as the people say.
Keep it 100.
Yeah, people always fall for scammers. You guys would be surprised. My last job, people would call the office and tell me that they were talking to some soldier in Iraq or Afghanistan and that this person wanted them to send them money for this or that, and they were asking me if I thought it was a good idea because it seemed kind of weird to them, and it's always like, older women who are kind of getting swindled, it seems like, falling for like that, Captain America thing. Um, people just fall for scams. That's just what people do. It's human nature to take shortcuts, right? I've talked about that a little bit. It's like it's human nature to try to do things the easy way. And a lot of times taking the shortcut, you normally end up on taking the long way anyway. So a lot of times it's better to just, take the way that you're supposed to take. See if we can run these stops right here. It looks like it kind of wants to. Not really a ton of volume going on right now. I guess we probably won't see a ton of volume for about an hour and a half or so in London. has their cup of tea and crumpets and
Crumpets.
starts to smack the bid, smack the offer.
Right, Jonathan, sure, I press the button. And they tap that button. The whole market just collapses, bro.
All right, cheers, Amir. Have a good lunch.
YBN Namir. I had someone call me yesterday asking if I was able to save crypto for my flooring services. I knew my name, number of business, and my competitors. Targeted scam, scary. Yeah, Michael, it's a good thing you're able to stay away from those things. It's a good thing that you are aware, guys. We ran over the the Q&A session period like we always do, right? We try to make sure we get everyone's questions and stuff, but it's been a great stream. It's been awesome. We're trying to follow a schedule. So we do 7:30 from Monday through Friday. So we do 6:30 a.m. to to an hour and 30, maybe 2 hours after that. So we do 6:30 to at max 8:30, right? Pacific time. But 6:30 for sure. And then we do 7:30 for the nighttime, 7:30 p.m. Pacific, all the way up till a max of 9:30. Tonight, right, on weekends from Saturday and Sunday, we try to just do one stream in the mornings. But tonight, why not do an extra one? But we're going to update that on the Discord so you guys can see it. We're going to keep up, up to date with all that stuff. Also, if you guys haven't checked the Instagram, check that out. There's a lot of good, valuable, extensions and social medias on there that you guys will be able to reach us in. If you're not able to always catch us on YouTube, we're going to be reposting onto those things. We just want to make sure there's actually people that want the information there before we start posting it on there. And we're incentivizing you guys to do so, because if you guys really want the information, you guys are willing to actually go and like these social media pages to help us reach other people, we're going to reward you with a class, a session, a Zoom class where you can personalize your questions, have everything written out ahead of time. So when we open up the mics, you guys can ask Bitcoin Brad all the things you guys want to ask him, anything. Okay. It doesn't just have to be TPO or anything. Again, voice to voice, open mic, anything. So check that out and enter that raffle. It's in the Instagram. It's in the chat. I can post it on here one more time, but check that out. Right. There should just not be a reason why, why anyone that actually wants value, that wants to learn this, shouldn't, join the raffle. Again, it is your choice, but it just helps you out a lot more, and it puts you in a position where you can gain an advantage against the market without really having to put too much forth, other than the fact that you're supporting your community. And if you're supporting your community already and you get, and you're going to get rewarded for it, that's even better. So again, guys, check that out. The Discord is always a good place to be. Get in there, get red pilled, see the market for what it is, and fully utilize every single advantage that you can use to gain a heads up. Bitcoin Brad is super cool, right? He is, always in there just helping us out, making sure that we're good, putting stuff on the admin trades, nailed over, like 8 1K moves. Guys, you're not going to get this anywhere else. Like, I guarantee you, it's not going to be any YouTubers out there that are going to come together for the better of the community to make sure that everyone gets consistent gains and properly learns how to trade the market. It's just not a thing. It just doesn't happen, because the system is rigged, the game is rigged, and we're trying to give you guys this red pill. So, like Brad says, so you can step out of the matrix and see everything. So just go ahead and just check those social medias out. Check out the Discord for sure, and just talk in there and make friends. Guarantee you, not a bad place where you can make friends. Super awesome. Just stay alive. Stay alive. Be yourself, right? And just keep your account alive. That's what you want to do at the end of the day. Don't just throw all of it out all in one move. Is there anything you want to add to there, Brad?
Oh, that's it. I think you're on it. You definitely, the name of the game is longevity, right? You're not trying to win $1 million in a day. We're trying to earn some money to make a living. And so, just manage your risk, and stick to your trade plan, and you guys will do well.
And guys,
I think I missed one question. Let me
yeah,
answer.
go ahead.
Someone says, when there's responsive buying and selling after a pop, should you cut the entire trade? So no, like, let's say we get this pop and we have responsive selling. If we can hold the impulse area. So if it breaks here and you get this pop, right, and then it comes back to this impulse area, if it holds this impulse area and this is where you sold, I would hold, right? Once it starts to go past it, especially with the POC right here, starts to get above this POC and starts to rotate up here, that's where I would cut it. Yeah, Michael, just jump on the Instagram link and then follow the steps on there, and you will be good to go.
You'll be chilling. You'll be chilling. But remember, guys, you know, it's not a sprint. It's a marathon. Take your time. There will always be more trades. And the more trades that you guys are able to learn from, the more tiny mistakes that you make are what's going to allow you to grow and make those bigger moves instead of that one big mistake that wipes you out. Bitcoin Brad's always going to be here. I'm always going to be here. 3 a.m. Trader is always going to be here. We are in the Discord. Go in there, pop in, say what's good. Just get a feel for the room, right? Everyone there is not a tough crowd. I guarantee you. Everyone there is super chill. So check that out. Check out the Instagram to be able to get selected for that raffle so you guys will get the most content possible from what we put out. And overall, like Brad says, right? Manage your risk and stick to your trade plan and just do what you can to stay in the race. Do everything in your willpower. If you get stopped out a little early, you get stopped out, go take a break, go do something, right? It's not your fault that the market is doing what it does. You're only just there participating in it. And the only factor and the only constant is you. So guys, take it easy. Have a great day, morning, night, wherever you may be at. Stay tuned. We're going to be up tomorrow at 6:30 a.m. Pacific live for Bangs and Bitcoin. We'll get some exo charts in there a little bit, but mainly we're going to be talking about the market, how it moves. A little relaxed morning stream. Get your coffee ready. Get you guys ready to go to work and stuff. Just don't miss it. That's all I have for you guys. Brad, I'm not sure if you have anything else you want to add before we end everything.
No, we're good.
Okay. Yeah, we're chilling, guys. You guys have a good night, morning, day.